What's going on, guys? This is my latest run of Alone in the Dark, New Nightmare speedrun. This beats the record by about 4 seconds. My main goal is to do a tutorial of how to speedrun this game. I promised some people I'd do this about 2 years ago, so apologies to those people. I'm finally getting around to it, hopefully doing that tonight. But I thought it was only right to try and take the record back before I did the tutorial, so I've got a new laptop, runs a little bit faster, and yeah, managed to get the record by 4 seconds. There's a lot left in this game. It's not a very big community. For some reason it just doesn't get the love in the speedrun world, so my goal is to try and change that. There's a lot of stuff left in this game. This run itself would have been sub 34 if I'd have got the glitches, which I didn't get in this run, so that alone would be sub 34. But I've got one big glitch which I'm keeping up my sleeve, which once I've done the tutorial and some more advanced tutorials of how to do the glitches and stuff, then I'm going to start using that glitch, and it's pretty crazy, so I'm excited to show that. But for now, I just want to get a tutorial out there so we can get some people running this game, because there just really isn't that many people that run this game. I don't know why. You know, all the other survival horror games get a lot of love. I know this game is a bit ropey, but you know, I really like it, and the speedrun itself is quite cool. So you'll have to excuse my talk, guys. I'm not the best talker in the world. I'm going to do my best. But yeah, so when I used to run this game, I had the record at one point with like a 36 something. I can't even remember now. Maybe 36.50 odd. And then two guys came in and took the records by about 2 minutes, and I was confused at the time, because I was like, 2 minutes, that's a huge difference, like how? And I was like watching their videos back, and quickly talk about this glitch. This is the most consistent way I found to go from the left. You can do it from the right, which I will show in a separate tutorial video, but the left seems to be more consistent. Yeah, they beat it by like 2 minutes, and I just couldn't figure it out. One thing I noticed at the time is I was playing on an older laptop, and the game would run about 55 frames per second. And one of the videos of the better runs, it was running like 120 frames per second. Now, I've got a brand new gaming laptop in the last year, and even so, the game runs about 70 to 80 frames per second for me. And if I use OBS, it drops by about 10 frames per second. I don't really know about this type of stuff, so if someone out there can help me with that. But just having a better laptop seems to be fine for me. I can keep up, and yeah, like I say, we got about 4 seconds on this. Okay, so that's enough rambling. I'll try and do my best at the commentary. I'm really not the best, guys. So currently it seems that sub 3 minutes is a good time to get to the mansion. Yeah, as you can see, 2:57 is my best. Those splits I don't really represent my practice very well, because I've only just started using live split again. So I've done a few more than 20 runs. But yeah, so you want to be looking about sub 3 minutes for this. Here, oh, by the way, if you just want to watch the run without the commentary, I will be uploading just the run itself, so you don't have to listen to my silly voice. But yeah, you can either get the key, then go in, or I personally just go in, do the cutscene, come out, grab the key. It seems to be faster for me. But when you grab the key, that does activate an enemy, and then we do another little glitch. And it can be a bit awkward because of the way the game works. Like when there's enemies nearby, it's kind of like an auto aim thing, and it kind of interferes. I'll see if it happens now. I'm watching this run back with you guys, so I can't remember. There we go. See, it's kind of like aims to the left. There's a technique which I call aim back in, which I'll go into more detail either in the tutorial. The tutorial I'm going to upload, I intend to be like a beginner's tutorial, so I'm not going to go into the glitches too much, because I just want to get the main route down. But maybe I will, or maybe I'll do a separate one for the glitches. But I just call that aim back in. It's a bit awkward, so when enemies are nearby, it kind of because of the auto aim, it kind of messes with it. So Now, as you can see, like items are getting picked up like a million miles an hour. That's quite significant in this run. I don't know what's happening. This is not showing the frame counter in the corner. If you excuse me, in the run itself, I think it shows the frame counter. You'll see the frames spike from, like, as I say, I'm running it at anywhere between 60 and 80 frames per second. When you pick up an item, it spikes to like a ridiculous number, like hundreds, sometimes even says thousands of frames per second. Now, I don't know anything about computers, so if somebody can tell me what's going on, but because of that, you just pick up items like lightning fast, and yeah, that's quite significant. It makes it quite fun because you know, it's just you pick things up so fast. If you run the game like regular speeds, it takes, I don't know, about 2 seconds to pick up an item, and the item kind of slowly spins. Well, as you can see, it just goes crazy. You just pick it up like in an instant. So
I met him too.
But it's a significant difference. Like well, it won't be up there now. By the time I upload this and get it verified on speedrun.com, the old run won't be on there, I presume. But I think it's on my YouTube channel. You can see the difference from my old laptop to the new laptop. Like, it's a significant difference in the speed of picking up items, and over the course of a run, that does add up. Like here now, watch how fast. Use the crowbar. Like, I'm messing all this up, by the way. That was, but like, I just picked up items, like, and that was just lightning fast. You could barely see it. That section, lost a lot of time. I know I started to panic in this run because just because I had that gold split, getting to the mansion, and yeah, I was doing pretty well. And to get to the grade at 6 minutes is good. But like, I think I probably could have got there at sort of like 5:50 if I hadn't started panicking, messing things up. I think the pressure was off a little bit then because I lost a bit of time. So yeah, we're back to normal. Okay, sorry for the ranting, guys. I'll try and just focus on the game. I might not commentate on the whole thing. I might just like come in and out at specific parts. I'm not really sure because I'm not very confident at talking. A bit nervous, not entirely sure what to say, but I'll give the best insight I can. So currently, the goal is to get to the library. Sub 8 minutes is what I'm currently going for. As I say, I do have a glitch up my sleeve, which when I start using that, will save about 15-20 seconds, so that'll change all that. But for now, we're trying to get to the library, sub 8 minutes, and 7:53. Very, very happy with that.
Do you really
I'm not a very experienced speedrunner, so now pressure's on a little bit. And the library is like very tedious section. It's like a mini boss. So I'll talk a little bit about the mechanics because I don't really understand. I've done a little bit of work to try and understand, but I'm still not entirely sure how the boss works. But this is another thing you'll notice when you play the game yourself. Like, because of that thing I was talking about with the frame spikes, like that's another one that counts as like interacting with an item sort of, and those dials just move so fast. You have to be very quick with the keyboard. It's quite awkward. Yeah, so the boss's health like works kind of strange. You have to shoot him twice with a pistol, then it goes into like this animation, which you have to wait briefly for a second or two. Then, you have to switch to the grenade launcher. Then, excuse me, you have to wait a second, and then he'll auto aim. Take the shot. Then you need to hit him again to get him to go into the animation. Same thing again, wait for the auto aim, hit him again. Do that 3 times, and then you have to switch back to the pistol. Shoot to get him to go into the animation. Now if you hit him again, it doesn't kill him. If you just leave it and get hit by him, to like actually take damage from him, and then shoot one more time, that kills him. I don't know why. Something about it, the enemy hitting you does something towards his health. I'm not sure. Like a couple of years ago, when the run, where there really was not many runs of this game, and it was closer to 40 minutes. Here we go. So 2 shots with the pistol, switch to the grenade, wait for the auto aim. There it is. Hit him once. Now you can't. I've seen people who switch back to the pistol, and then hit him once with a pistol, switch back to the grenade launcher. You have to go in and out of the menu. Well, even though going in and out of the menu in this game is very fast, it can be. You can like get into a bit of. It can be quite awkward, and you can sort of. You can mess it up a little bit. So I personally just use the grenade launcher. What that means though is you can't miss one shot. If you miss one shot, it's a reset. You don't have enough ammo to kill him, and it's over. But the way I do it, you don't need to go in and out of the menu. So you switch back at the end, get the pistol, come down the stairs. At some point you take a shot. I try and keep running as much as I can, usually by here. Take the shot, keep going, get hit by him. It seems like you have to get hit there, and next time you just have to shoot. Now I'm trying to work out. See, it doesn't even look as though I aim towards him, but I don't know. I kind of do, just to be sure, but I'm not actually sure whether you need to hit him or just shoot the gun. I don't know how it works. Right, sorry guys, you have to excuse the talking. I'm a little bit nervous, and but I'm trying my best. So, yeah, something about taking damage from him, and also going in and out of that little secret space can do something. Like, as I say, a couple of years ago, I used to use the rocket launcher, and like I found a technique of using like 2 rockets, maybe 3. I can't remember now because we just don't use the rocket launcher now. But I did find a way of like going into the secret space, coming back out, and shooting him. So it seems as though his health can be altered. Basically, is what I'm saying. Okay, so this section, what we've been doing in the previous 11 minutes is unlocking these portraits. Now they're all accessible, and you just have to remember the numbers. The numbers are 1852, 1874, 1899, and 1931. But again, it's because of the way I said interacting with things quite fast. It can be, it's fun, but it's like kind of tricky, and I'm not very good at it actually. If you watch the other runs of the previous record, they're a lot better at interacting than I am. So, you know, as I say, there's so much time to be saved in this game, and that's why I want to do the tutorial, get people running this game, and see how far we can take it. This is why I want to do a tutorial, because, like, as I was saying, like, trying to explain that boss then, and then I've missed all the other stuff I could have been talking about. So yeah, I'm going to do an in-depth tutorial. Beginner friendly though, so it'll be mainly the route. But there are some cool glitches in this game, and like I said, and I've actually found loads of glitches, but like unfortunately only a few of them are used for the speedrun. But you know, I'd like to get some more people involved in the community, and show off the glitches, because I'm sure there's loads of stuff to be found for the speedrun itself. So yeah, this section is like a little bit of a break. It's like a 30-second cutscene that you can't do anything about. So just look at your time wherever you got into the cutscene, and you've got 30 seconds. Have a drink, whatever, chill out. The placement of these guys seems kind of random. That did seem like a pretty good place, and I felt like I could have gone all the way to right, but as it turns out, it messed it up. Got bit twice. So again, there's so many mistakes in this run. Yeah, it's great. There's just so much time to be saved in this game. So yeah, before this run, my goal was to get here sub 14 minutes. Unfortunately, you know, I'm just off, but it's getting better and better.
Aline.
This is like one of the worst sections, though, unfortunately. Again, bit and again, and again. It's just the first half of this run, or the first third, sorry, was done pretty well, but still a few mistakes.
Okay. Could you be a bit
The second third was again okay, but still with some mistakes, and the last third is like pretty terrible. So yeah, that just shows you just how much time there is. attempted
That's what I'm here.
2 major glitches and I didn't get them. So not only did I not get the time save from the glitches, but I also wasted the time attempting them. Yeah, so this section you just gotta activate the pillars. Just gotta do them in order. Hit enter on them twice. Once to interact, once to come out, and then you press the radio button. You know, I play on keyboard. I presume most people are going to play on keyboard in this game. If you're playing with a controller, if you can, I don't even know, because this is the Steam version or the Galaxy of Games version. Yeah. Then it's going to be on keyboard. If you can use a controller, then I don't know how easy that section is, because I don't know what the button layouts are. I use WASD for moving, and then I use the right number pad for like aiming, interacting and stuff like that, and that's a pretty good setup for me. I'm not sure what other people use. Like I said, I don't know if other people are using controllers or whether they're using keyboard. So here, I'm not sure if you can get past that enemy, so just... This is one of the few guns that you can run and shoot at the same time.
Johnson here. Johnson here. Johnson here. Come in.
So yeah, guys, if you if you like this run, I would really appreciate it if you could hit the like button and maybe the subscribe button. Because I'm having a bit of trouble, starting this whole YouTube thing, and I'm very nervous, as you can probably tell. But I would like to give it a go, and I've got some plans with things to upload. A lot of tutorials for this game, and then also the remake of Alone in the Dark, the original, is coming out in a couple of weeks' time. So I'd like to do a long play of that. It would be nice to have a few more people watching than my other playthroughs, which is probably like one person, if that. But yeah, I'd appreciate you guys. If you'd hit that subscribe button, it would really help me out.
That rings a bell.
I recovered the...
I'm still...
Get real.
And now, good luck.
So yeah, I don't know what they were thinking with this game, because you can't skip cutscenes, but you can kind of skip like sentence at a time, or a section at a time. So that's the unfortunate thing, is you are hitting the enter button a lot in this game. Yeah, I don't know what the developers were thinking there. Really, it would have been better if you could either skip the cutscenes or not. But you kind of just, every cutscene you just just jabbing the enter button, and what you're listening to is just gibberish. It doesn't make any sense. It's kind of like old text-based RPGs. You can skip dialogue, but you can kind of skim read it at the same time, so you could make sense of it. Whereas this is just gibberish. So that's that's probably the worst thing about this speedrun in this game, is that, because there are some long cutscenes that you just like now. Let's see how long this cutscene is. I haven't counted it. So 18, 17. And at this point now, because you don't know when the dialogue, you just have to just keep hitting the enter button basically as fast as you can, and it just doesn't make any sense.
I could have.
You just hear a couple words, he runs off. It's yeah. What is this now? 20 seconds? It.
In an underground lab.
Corpses?
I don't know.
I found a...
Okay.
It's just ridiculous, but it's part of the charm of this game.
Wait.
Thanks, Aline.
I love this game.
Aline.
The reason I started speedrunning this game actually was because me and my cousin were playing it, and we just couldn't do it. It's like one of those games, if you try to play normally, or at least for us, over the years, we just haven't been able to do it. So then, I watched a speedrun to try and get past a certain section, and then, yeah, speedrun in this game is, it's very, very easy, to be honest. The difficulty, a lot of the survival horror runs is in the lines. Like I said, there's a few glitches. One's coming up in the next 2 or 3 minutes. But yeah, I don't know, this game is kind of strange, because it never gets held in the same regard as Resident Evil and Silent Hill. And look, it's kind of ropey, the game, I know. But if you come from that era like I do, anything that resembles a Resident Evil game, you got love for. But this does have a bit of like a cult following, but it doesn't get any love in the speedrun community. So, and I've seen a few, bigger speedrunners try this game, but unfortunately they don't stick with it. I don't know why. But hopefully, if I get this tutorial out, some people might try it, and yeah. Okay, so that section is a bit tedious. You just have to hit those 3 switches, turn the lights back, or get the power back on to open this door, and there we go. So here's a glitch which I attempt but I don't get. You have to glitch through this rock. I'm gonna do a detailed explanation another time, but I didn't get it, so I wasted 5 seconds attempting it, plus didn't get the 12-second time save that it gives you.
No.
So that's a chunk of time right there.
Okay, thanks.
There's a very big glitch, which is pretty consistent actually. It's probably the best glitch in the game, coming up, or so far anyway, coming up at the end of this tunnel. And then there's another big glitch about a minute after that, which I attempted and didn't get, so I lost, I'm not sure, about 10 seconds attempting it, but somewhere between 5 and 10 seconds attempting it, and then I didn't get the 20-second time save itself. So all those alone, this would have been sub 34, excuse me. So yeah, this glitch, like I said, I'll do a detailed explanation, but for now, I'll basically do a little technique which I call aim backing, which, to put it as simply as possible, you aim and press back, although the timing is very strange in it. You glitch through the floor, and then there's a ladder off screen, which you can do without using the map, but unfortunately this time I had to use the map. But yeah, and if you know this game, that saves like 40-second cutscene or something. Like, that's one of the bigger cutscenes in the game, which you just completely avoid. So that's easily the best glitch, because it's so consistent. As long as you memorize the place to glitch through, it's pretty consistent, and then you can use the map to navigate off screen. This room is a bit of a pain. These enemies, I'm not sure if it's random, their placement or not. So as you start pushing that statue, they go around, and then I can't work out, maybe you've got to be as fast as you can. Like, if you can get down fast, they won't come back, but if you don't do it fast enough, they come back. And when you're at the bottom of the ladder, they kind of jam you, and already they can hit you when you're on the ladder, and when you come off, they can jam you. I'm almost died. See, this is such a time waste now. So, and that wasn't pretty bad. That was only one of them came back. Sometimes all 3 of them can be there, and they can just jam you against that ladder, and it's just quite difficult. The temptation is to just go to the left where the items are, but I find it's much better to go to the right, get around them, then get the items, because you can also interact with the ladder, and you can kind of get into a bit of a yeah, you can get back onto the ladder, back off, back on. So yeah, that bit is a bit awkward. At this point, it's just an easy minute just running back through this tunnel. There's only one enemy at the end, which pretty much can't catch you. So it's at this point, if you're on a good time, well, I'd start panicking a lot, because you've got a big glitch coming up, which if you get it is as I say, a 20-second time save if you get it. But it's a big difference, because if you spend 5 to 10 seconds attempting it, but you don't get it, then there's a 30-second cutscene. You'll see now, because I didn't get it in this run. And the thing is, I actually misread the time, and I didn't realize quite how good the time I was on. I'm not sure how, but in my mind I was a minute slower, so I thought, I'll just go for the glitch, because what have I got to lose? But I was actually a lot further ahead than I thought. So there is a glitch here when you can glitch through the wall. I have been working on this a lot recently. I found a semi-consistent way of doing it, but I can't get it fully consistent, so I spent, I don't know,
We don't have much.
8 seconds or something, did I?
Yeah, welcome.
Whatever, attempting it, and then now you've got to watch the cutscene. So it's a big time save. So again, like I said, this plus the other glitch, easily sub 34, and the end game as well was terrible. So yeah, I was on a really good pace actually. Kind of messed it up. I don't know, I probably still would have gone for the glitch anyway, because like, it's got to be done. Like, it's such a big time save that it's going to be done, and as soon as somebody does it, then that'll be it. So I might as well start doing it now. Yeah, as you can see, my best run before this, 34, 33, which I hadn't uploaded. I didn't bother uploading that because I just knew there's so much time to save. We got here, yeah, so we're like 13 seconds in front of that. This is another one of those long cutscenes, unfortunately, where it just doesn't make any sense. There's like, because you're hitting enter so fast, like you're skipping out most of the dialogue. Some of it comes here and there, just doesn't make any sense.
And my brother.
As you can see, this is unfortunate how long it goes on, because I know it sounds ridiculous, but like, I don't know if it's just me, but I actually get like cramp from doing this, because you're just hitting enter so many times during these runs, especially like, you know, if you're resetting a couple of times, like you're just hitting enter constantly, and yeah, it's it does cramp my hands up a bit. So this right at the end, when you're on a good run, it's like pressure, and then you're just trying to hit this enter button. It's yeah, it's not very nice, and it just goes on for ages, as you can see. So like, yeah, I'm always looking for ways to try and skip these cutscenes, just because some of them do go on for a long time, and it's just a real shame you can't skip the cutscene as a whole. There you go. So I've seen people do this slightly different, using this, I don't know, plasma gun or whatever it is, for certain sections, and then switching back to the other two-handed plasma rifle thing. I personally just keep this gun the whole time. I really haven't practiced the end game enough, so I'm not sure which is better at the moment. It seems like that two-handed plasma cannon, or whatever it's called, is better against those like scorpion enemies you're going to see soon, and they are the worst enemies by far. These ones are quite annoying because they can get you tangled up. Yeah, at this point, as I said, it was pressure because I knew I was on a good run, so I just wasn't being shy with. You don't need to use the gun this much, and what it does mean is that it resulted in me having to pick up one of those energy crystals at the end. But you can do this without picking up any energy crystals. These enemies. So I don't know what I was doing there. I walked as soon as I got through. I should have just turned and run, but you need to shoot at the same time. But it seems that the two-handed plasma cannon is better against them than this. But as I say, you don't need to use it, so I just keep this one. Loads of time. I mean, it's just mistake after mistake, you know, running into a wall, getting hit by enemies. It's just, there's so many mistakes in this end game. You know, again, like there, just got stuck on the enemies, didn't even kill the one of them. But there was a time where I was trying to get here at sub 30 minutes, so being here at, you know, 28, 40 is, as I said, the pressure was on. I was pretty nervous at this point. Just because I wanted to get the record as soon as I could, so I could work on the tutorial. So this is, at the moment for me, is a very difficult room. I haven't quite worked out the best way to navigate these enemies, and they're so annoying. And you've got to be really careful because they can kill you. Like, this one, you run past, but it does follow you up to these steps. And then you need to kill this second one because you can't get past it. And if it jams you like that, this other one comes behind you. I mean, I'm so close to dying now. I've used, 3 medipacks. Yeah, I need to figure out a much better strategy for this room. I did see in another run it is possible to get past this third one, but I'm not sure how to do it yet, so just run, shoot, just keep running. But they're the worst enemies by far, man. Probably should have just held the trigger down there and killed them both, because they both got me there. You know, again, just so many little mistakes like that, just a second each one, or even half a second, whatever it is. Like, it's just all it is adding up to so much time loss.
You damn.
I don't know.
But what for? Bullshit.
I believe.
And you
I didn't know what.
are you joking? Just do your.
So there's no real big difficult sections now. There's just like, you know, like bits like this, like they can be a little bit tricky, but there's nothing really to them. All you gotta do is outrun these dogs, remember where they spawn, and the final boss is just like a joke. You know, there's nothing really to it. He doesn't touch you whatsoever. Or, well, you get him to throw you, and it's done. Actually, forget what I just said. Actually, this room is a nightmare. You just have to follow the path that I go, and this is pretty good, if from what I remember. You just dodge this one, stay to the left, dodge that one, and then as you turn the corner, shoot this one. Oh, sorry. As you turn this next corner, shoot this second one, and get past. That was really good. Actually, that room is a nightmare. So forget what I said. After that, there's no difficult sections.
I have to warn you.
Oh,
It's literally just a room with some dogs, and then the final boss, which is a joke.
oh yeah.
So yeah, but at this point it's still pressure, obviously, because, you know, the record is on, and I know I'm doing so poorly in these in this last section so far. It's I'm afraid I'm just going to throw it away, but yeah, like just the lines are just horrible. You know, I think I get stuck here. Yep, see. Excuse me. Just so many little mistakes. So yeah, these are the last enemies in the game, other than the boss. Just hold down the trigger, kill them, they'll respawn, hold down the trigger, kill them, and then that's it. Now, because I've been using the gun so much, I had to check how much energy I've got left, and I haven't got enough. I've only got 74%, so I need to pick up this energy crystal. It doesn't take much time, like, you know, literally just another second, but it's just one of those things where, like, I could have easily forgot, and it would have just been a total fail. But you don't need to use the gun anywhere near as much as I did use it then. I was just nervous, like. Okay, so there's nothing really to the boss, like I said. You just go into the cutscene quickly, and then we just hold up and left, run over to the corner, and we want to get into a position where he's going to throw us into the corner. So we're going to stop somewhere about here, turn around, he's going to grab us, throw us into the corner, which is like, you can't walk into that corner, so it throws you back out, and then he stands over you, and now he can't interact with you. But you need to aim up, so that's the only difficult thing, because on the keyboard it's a bit awkward to like hold the shift button. But that's it, you hold up, you hold shift, up, shoot, hold it down, and that's it. So all you have to do is wait for this cutscene to play out, which again is another long cutscene, unfortunately. At this point I'm always hitting enter. I don't think you actually need to hit enter at all during this cutscene, but I always do, just out of habit, just because that's what you do in this game. So at this point, yeah, I'm just mashing enter, even though I just don't think you need to. But the only thing you do need to do is make sure you pick up the mask, which I've forgotten so many times. Beat the boss and think that's it, and then I run past the mask, and then it's just a total fail. So yeah, come out here, turn slightly, pick up the mask, and there we go. Oops, run the wrong way again. You know, another time loss. That's it. So once the cutscene's over, turn around, interact with the door, and that's time. So really appreciate you guys watching this. If you like the run, you want to come and run this game, please check out the tutorial that I'm going to put up. And yeah, hopefully we can grow this community and get the time down even more. So thank you so much for watching, guys, and see you in the next one.